What's good, people of YouTube? This is DMA112790. How are all of you doing today? And today I'm going to be doing my Q&A video, and I would just like to thank everybody who sent in their questions. As always, their links are going to be in the description box. Go subscribe to them. They make good videos, and yeah. So, and actually, before I get this Q&A started, I would just like to say, I hope everybody had a great Christmas, and a good New Year's Eve, and a good New Year's Day. I sure as heck did. You know, Christmas was really good, and I was going to make a video on New Year's Day, or New Year's Eve, but I had a DJ job that day, and January 1st was kind of hectic, so I couldn't really make videos. But I'm back to do my Q&A video, but before I get that underway, I got a couple of wrestling things for Christmas. I got the CM Punk DVD, which I will be reviewing. I got the Attitude Era DVD, which I will be reviewing. And I got the Top 100 Moments in Raw History, which I will be reviewing. I've watched the Top 100, and I disagree with some of their things, but whatever. The Attitude Era I haven't watched yet, and the CM Punk DVD I haven't watched yet. So I have 2 DVDs I have to watch, and then I will review them for you guys. But anyway, let's get this Q&A started. And I want to thank everybody for sending in their questions. So let's get started, shall we? And I will be answering the questions on YouTube on this little BlackBerry or iPhone, excuse me. iPhone 5. Yes, I got the iPhone 5. It's really nice. So let's get this started. The first question is from STB515. How you doing? And it's about the Shield. I was going to make a video on the Shield, but I figured when he sent me this question, I was gonna like skip it. But I was like, you know what? Let me answer it. Let me answer it. And the question is, do you think all 3 members of the Shield should win titles and sort of have complete control of the mid-card? I have not watched Raw enough to say if they have complete control of the mid-card. I did see their debut, though, and their debut was freaking awesome. You know, and I will say, I love Roman Reigns. I think he's very talented. Tyler Black, a.k.a. Seth Rollins, amazing. And Dean Ambrose, I think... Dean Ambrose... Now, this is just me. I've seen Dean Ambrose's work in FCW. And I don't know about you guys, but to me, Dean Ambrose... I don't know his real name. I'm just going to call him Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose reminds me of Bob Backlund mixed with Roddy Piper. That's just me. You know... Just the way that he does certain moves is just fantastic. And from what I heard, WWE, they didn't want Dean Ambrose to go to NXT. They wanted him to go on the main roster, which I think was amazing. Because Dean Ambrose, you know, he's great. Tyler Black is good. I've seen Tyler Black's, Seth Rollins, whatever you want to call him. I've seen his work in ROH. And he is freaking awesome. Roman Reigns, I haven't seen any of his work, so, you know, but I haven't watched them since their debut, so I can't really say if they have complete control of the mid-card. As far as titles, I've been thinking about this for quite a while. If they were to win titles, Dean Ambrose would have to be the Intercontinental Champion, and I would see Tyler Black becoming U.S. Champion. Sorry if anybody's a big Antonio Cesaro fan, but, you know, I would love to see Seth Rollins versus Antonio Cesaro. I think that would be a great match. And then, as far as Roman Reigns go, actually, I would love to see Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns becoming tag team champions. And I would think Dean Ambrose would be the Intercontinental Champion, and then he can be World Heavyweight Champion, but that's just me. So there goes your question, STB. Thank you for the question, man. Next 5 questions come from Ryan Sousa 18 Forever. Shouts out to him, Ryan Sousa 18. Shouts out to him. He's one of my best friends on YouTube, so shouts out to you, buddy. And he asked me, he gave me some hard questions. The first one he asked me is, first question he asked me, rather, is favorite wrestler of all time. And I've actually had some time to think about this. Favorite wrestler of all time. I'm a huge Stone Cold fan. I think Stone Cold is one of my favorite wrestlers ever. I love The Rock. Love Kurt Angle. The old Kurt Angle, not the new Kurt Angle, because I think his matches are kind of going downhill a bit. And I've seen TNA, and I don't think any of his matches, well, now are good in TNA. When he was in TNA back in 2007, his matches were great. 2007 through 2009, when he was with TNA, his matches weren't great. But I'm getting off topic. Favorite wrestler of all time. This one's hard. You dragged me into a corner on this one, Ryan Sousa. I'm gonna have to say, you know what? I'm gonna pick 3. Heck it, 3. The Rock, because he was very charismatic. His mic skills were great. Even though he wasn't the best on the mic, I think The Miz is great on the mic. But anyway, The Rock was okay on the mic. Rey Mysterio, because the whole high-flying thing, I love the high-flying. And finally, my most favorite is going to have to be the first wrestler that I ever watched. And the first wrestler that I ever watched was Bret the Hitman Hart. Definitely, I love Bret Hart. I think he was one of my favorites ever, so there we go. The Rock, Rey Mysterio, and Bret Hart. Those are my 3 favorites. I can't pick one, so there you go. Next question he asked, question number 2 from Ryan Sousa. Thoughts on CM Punk? CM Punk is awesome. I think he is the Stone Cold Steve Austin of today. And, you know, his mic skills are amazing. That pipe bomb that he cut, people are calling it a pipe bomb. Pipe bomb, shoot, whatever. I'm going to say pipe bomb. The pipe bomb that he cut on, you know, the WWE when he was going in the Money in the Bank pay-per-view with John Cena was awesome. I really like CM Punk. I think he's a great talent, and yeah, and CM Punk's awesome. So there you go. There you go, Ryan Sousa. Next question he asked me, question number 3, is will The Rock become champ at Royal Rumble? I think so. I think so. I doubt it, but I think so. Well, I don't necessarily doubt it, but I think The Rock will become champion at Royal Rumble. Yeah, definitely. I wouldn't want CM Punk's, you know, reign to be over yet, but yeah, as champion, because he's gone like a long way with becoming champion, so I'll just say yes. I'll just say yes that The Rock becomes champion at Royal Rumble. Question number 4, favorite TV show. This one I also had to think about. I like Law and Order. Any Law and Order shows I like. I used to like Boy Meets World. I don't know if that show comes on anymore. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, obviously. Big Bang Theory I like. I like, Viva La Bam. I thought that was a pretty good show. my brother's been watching Heroes, and he wants me to watch that. And I don't know what that show is about, but I'm starting to watch that. I'm gonna go with The Big Bang Theory. I like a lot of TV shows, but I'm gonna go with The Big Bang Theory, definitely. And his final question number 5 is, what am I to you? You're a good friend, and you're awesome. So, there you go. Thank you, Ryan Sousa, for the question. Next questions come from Gold Standard 000. What's going on, Gold Standard? He asked me, when do you think Ziggler should win the world title? I hope sometime this year, because WWE is doing a great job with him, and they shouldn't fail at him, because he is a great freaking wrestler. You know, think about it, guys. He has come, Dolph Ziggler has gone from being in the Spirit Squad to where he is now. I think he should be world champion by now. He's that damn good. And, you know, you know what? Vicky Guerrero, I think, is doing an okay job as his manager, but in my opinion, I think she needs to just let him be by himself. And I hate Vicky Guerrero. I can't stand Vicky Guerrero. The only thing that I have to say is, though, she is the widow of one of my favorite wrestlers, Eddie Guerrero. So, but I just can't stand. I can't stand Vicky Guerrero. So I think Dolph Ziggler would be better by himself. And yes, I think Dolph Ziggler should win the world title. But this year, sometime this year, he should win the world title. So thank you, Gold Standard, for that. And his second question is, let me get it here. Second question is, who do you think will make the Super Bowl? I heard that the Giants are out of the Super Bowl. So that's going to be... I would have loved to see the Patriots and Giants again, but I know a lot of people were getting tired of that, so... the Jets are out. God, that game was terrible. I saw the Jets versus some other team. That game was freaking... So the Jets are out. The Giants are out. Are the Packers still in? I don't know if the Packers are still in. I haven't been keeping up with football because I've been too damn busy. But if I have to pick two teams... This is going to be quite controversial, but I think I would love to see the 49ers against Chicago Bears. I know a lot of people are going to be hating on me, but you know what? I think that would be a good game. I don't think it would be the greatest game in the world, but it would do. Chicago Bears versus the 49ers. Sorry. If any of you right now are hating on me because of that, I'm sorry, but that's just me. Next question comes from... Next question comes from WWE... Forgive me if I pronounce your name wrong. WWE Seaberry? Seaberry? I'm going to say Seaberry. WWE Seaberry. Do you think CM Punk should be the Undisputed Champion? If they bring back the Undisputed Championship, I could see CM Punk doing that. They should bring it back. I don't know why they're not bringing that championship back. They need to bring that championship back. Come on, WWE. That championship was great. You had Chris Jericho hold it. You had freaking Undertaker. I think he held it. Yeah, the Undertaker had that championship. You had Triple H. Bring it back. It was a good title. So, yeah. And, of course, they need to bring that back. And I do see CM Punk becoming Undisputed Champion if they bring it back, which, obviously, I don't think they will, but, hey. Thank you for the question. Next question comes from Marco Rose. Shout out to Marco Rose and shout out to the YWF. And this question's about YWF, so let's get it started. What are your thoughts of YWF and Marco Rose? First of all, YWF I think is a good show. I've seen the stuff on Facebook, And I gotta say, it's sad that Ryan Firehawk left. Firehawk, I should say, left. He was a really good talent. I've only seen one match, so I can't really see. Deaders, 98 left. Good for him. I really didn't like Deaders wrestling. Sorry. STB left. You know what? YWF is a good promotion, and you did a good job with it, Marco Rose. So there you go. I'm not going to rant on it long enough, but you did a good job on YWF, man. And as far as Marco Rose, man, you are a good person and a good friend, and I really appreciate you, man. So there you go. And who is your favorite YWF character? He's also plugging his channel, by the way. He wants everybody to go check out YWF and blah blah blah. Chronics. I think, you know what? It was Carl J. Who's that new guy? Steve, what's his face? Monoxide's, character. Steve something. I don't know. But you know what? I'm gonna have to say Chronics. I don't know too many I've been really busy with stuff, Marco, so I haven't really checked out YWF. But through the time that I have watched it, Chronics, definitely. The next question comes from Extreme Gamerman 101. Shouts out to you, man. There you go. This one's a gaming question, so. The system you had in the 90s, then when the 64 came around, what system caught your eyes the most? Was it one of the systems in the 90s you had, or the 64? You know what? System that caught my eye. I didn't have the Sega Genesis, so that really did caught my attention. My cousin had it, though, which was great. And I would go over to my cousin's house all the time and play it. I had the Atari. I had the 64. I'm just going to say it like this. My favorite system of all time is the 64 and the Super Nintendo, as far as Nintendo goes. PlayStation 1. Okay. Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, and PlayStation 1 are my favorites. There you go. And the final question comes from MXW Crystal. I think that's Most Extreme Wrestling, I think. They asked me, why is Marco Rose plugging his car group? I don't know. I think he just wants more people to be in it. I'm not sure. And the final question. What are some of the best taunts in pro wrestling? Like the middle finger and the just bring it taunt. I don't know. I kind of liked the middle finger and just bring it. I have no idea. Can't really answer that. So, guys, there you go. There is my question segment, or my question video. I want to thank everybody for sending in their questions. This has been a very, unusual question thing for me, but I just want to say thank you guys very much. And yeah, that's about it. So, and DVD reviews. I'm going to start to do DVD reviews on this channel, and big things are coming up with me in the future. And yeah, guys, so this is DMA. I want to say, Happy New Year, Happy Merry Christmas, whatever. And yeah, guys, this is DMA, and I'm out. Peace.